turn my back, you laughing.
This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black.
All right, Coach, we are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Yeah. Yeah, okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay, I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay, all my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Same packet, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me, baby. I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off. Each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop. Don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull off. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pound. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Touchdown, 8th floor, come down, hotel, lobby, receptionist.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. They do it big here in Houston, and a second ago it was a Texas-sized welcome for their hometown guys. They're fired up and ready to go as they get set to match up with the Carolina Panthers.
Keep playing hard. Set 180. 180. 20. Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Shit.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness, one cut and he goes, that's what's really made him.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
3rd play here, this opening drive, as they're up against a 3rd and 5. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
Set. 180. 80. Here we go. Set. Check 26. What is it? Greg.
Newton takes it himself, and he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only a yard there on the keeper, but that's all he needed. 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After the run, Newton going to throw. And an alley to run. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. 23 yards, the final tally.
Even at the age of 30, Cam says it's just a number. Still a real threat running the football. We all know about the touchdowns, but ran for 488 yards last season. That was 4th among all NFL quarterbacks. He can still tote the mail.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. McCaffrey. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the gun on third down, Newton. Can't find it. He lost the football. It's out. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. Or call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
We know that Gano has that big leg. He had the longest made field goal in the NFL last year, 63 yards to beat the Giants in Week 4. That was the longest game winner in NFL history, and he converts from long here again. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30.
He's checking. He's crashing. He's checking.
Now a first-time Pro Bowler from a year ago, Lamar Miller. And some space here. And he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field. A huge play there for Houston. 55 yards.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. They had the huge play last time. Here it is a much smaller gain of 2.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 15-yard line.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
We got to get the ball, D. Get the ball right here. Let's go.
Now it's Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch safety creep. Watch 20. Safety's creeping. Pick the edge. 8.
Here's McCaffrey. And he's upended at the 33, following a good pickup of 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Ready. Ready. 52's the mic. Blue there. Whip. Watch the whip.
3rd and 2, Newton. And he will find his man. That's Hogan complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. Panther football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Ready? 180. 8. Push him back. There we go. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Here we go again. Ready?
On first down, it's Newton. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. Give him 18. It's a Carolina first down.
18 on the play. First down, Panthers.
Here we go.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory, right at the 40. From the gun, here's Newton. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Newton. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Back to throw, Newton. Steps away to his left. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. It certainly did.
And he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. From the gun, a run for Johnson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
So a 3rd and 10, and defensively, a dime look, 6 DBs. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And that last penalty makes this 3rd down play a little more interesting. 3rd and 5.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. They gonna need some therapy after this.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. Deshaun Watson, so multi-dimensional, able to scramble for the first.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a first down.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. They'll try the air now with Watson. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
But that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Play action from Miller. Now Watson. And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Fourth down, so the Texans dial up the number of their second-year punter, Trevor Daniel, as he's on to punt for Houston. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Earlier this half, you were wondering how the defense was going to handle him defensively. Were they going to bottle him up at different levels, so to speak, is what you said. What have you seen so far?
Well, I think they've been absolutely terrific because it feels like on every play, if we were watching this in the film room, when you clicked off the film or stopped it, you would see 11 shirts of that same color right there in the frame trying to tackle him. That's what you're looking for.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Let's go. What is it? Check 55 to mine. I'm on. Gun. 55. Right there in the middle. 55. You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
Now Newton on first down. Steps away. He's got the first down here inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. So an instance there of Cam being Cam. We know he can use his legs.
And with that big body, it's hard to get him down, even if you get a clear shot on him. Plus, he moves it a lot faster than what people think. And boy, does he have fun playing the game of football.
They'll run with McCaffrey, and he'll just plow right into a host of tacklers. Nothing there at all, and it'll be 2nd and 10. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
That's it. 180. Check.
Throwing on 2nd down. Newton. Dancing to his left. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield, and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Newton. Throw left side. McCaffrey's got it. And he picks up the 1st down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
20.
Boston Scott, his first carry. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player as well as a physical specimen.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. A shotgun snap for Newton. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Curtis Samuel, as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And he's got his tight end. This is Luke Wilson. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Kill. That's right, baby. They don't want it. Mike, check. 59.
The final shot before the break. Watson being chased out left. So we have reached halftime in what's a 6-point game at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Fresh out of the locker room, they hit him with a gain of over 20. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Watson with a give to Miller. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Stop made there by Gerald McCoy. Then he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
This is it. 19. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. Pick it up.
Looking to throw on second down. Watson completing it to the right side. Johnson. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on third down. Out of the gun, Watson. And he finds Stills, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 33.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
First and 10 at the 16-yard.
Watson in the offense going to come up first and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Miller with first down and more. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that will put them on top here in the 3rd. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve.
At the 21-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
20. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Watch out. 37's the Mike. Mike 37. You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing
Out of the gun, Newton. Forced out to his left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold him for a short gain when he took off running.
Ready. Ready, 88. Check Mike 39. Watch the run. Ready. Ready.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. Trying for right, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
The good old cover 3 defense, partner. When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Hey, eat. What's the curl?
After the interception, here's Watson. He's got Fuller. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Kenny Stills, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the lead is up to 8. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And terrific field position here as they finally get him just shy of the midfield stripe.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard. And while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Back to throw, Watson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Texans push further out in front. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
Come on, now, let's go.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunk of yardage picked up there.
Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Watch the safety crease. Greg. What is it?
Operating from the gun, Newton. Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
QB's trash. Let's go.
Following the fumble recovery, Watson. Johnson with a completion over the middle. Back now in Houston. It's the Texans in control of the football and leading this game as well as we start the fourth. On first down, Watson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins, the Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game now.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Brian Burns in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Third and long. It's Watson. Flushed. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Shaq Thompson making his presence felt on the sack.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Newton. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Carlos Watkins just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
Check 99. Check 99. 8.
From the gun, Newton. And an alley to run. He's got room to run past the 20. Give him 19 on the play, but they will still come up a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Small. No. 8.
They'll run for it. McCaffrey. Yeah, great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. It's a Panthers first down, 17 yards on the play. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Ready.
Tighten up. Pull it together.
Great.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Steps away to his left. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the first, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movements. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to be what we call a flatliner. Level in everything he does and read the clock, feel it in the pocket, and go at the appropriate time.
And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Gun.
On first down, Newton. And this is caught at the 8. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Operating from the gun, Newton. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking to get that one to DJ Moore, but it'll be 2nd and goal. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted, and if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Check like 39. Come on, dude. Great.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they're now just an extra point away from getting back within one score. Gano the extra point as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. He's got daylight. Past the 20. 10. Touchdown, Houston. That's going to be a 103-yard kickoff return. What a run. And the Texans push further out in front. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. That one goes for 24 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Newton on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
Newton has the hook up here to Hogan. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line.
1st down, Carolina.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Switch it. Come on, switch. Great.
On 1st down, it's Newton. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that
way. Escaping the pressure right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. Newton now to throw. Buying time to his left. Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big time play.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, your QB's been sacked 4 times in the game already, and they're the holding goal.
And you know darn well the offensive line coach is frustrated and upset that he's been hit that many times already. He doesn't really care that they hold now. Just don't let him get hit anymore.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. And he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Now Newton. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Intended for DJ Moore. Let's hear it, Texans fans, 'cause
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? From the gun, here's Newton. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. And the kick here is good. So add 3 to the total. But they're still coming up well short. And that is how this one comes to an end. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Houston, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the defeat is their first of the year as they drop to 3-1. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.